So I wanted to show you this brand new plastic brake lever, which is pretty typical of a lot of these bicycle shaped objects. The kind of component you'd see. Absolutely unfit for purpose. I've had to remove this plastic lever off a brand new bike purchased for around $400 or something. It's shocking. Look at this. Basically, like, the whole thing flexes. It's made of soft black plastic. When you're actually applying the brake lever and it's connected up, this whole thing just flexes. Instead of applying the force down the cable to the brake where it needs to be. And as a comparison, this is not even a good lever, it's just a basically okay lever made of metal. This is what we should see. Metal, you know, that's metal. You can see the scuff marks. This has actually had some use and some life because it's actually functioned well. It's basically like completely rigid, cast aluminium. The plastic one we see like these cheap, crappy cable adjusters that adjust the tension on your brakes. You pretty much see it immediately stripped. This threads into soft plastic. So like you adjust your brake up tighter as it wears and then it just pushes back in. Hopeless. You know, this is a proper one. It's much bigger diameter. It threads into metal. That's not going to go anywhere when you adjust it. Obviously you should lock it off like that so it doesn't spin around. But it's just absolute rubbish. Squishy, soft, bendy plastic. You know, it's absolute junk. And these are on vehicles that go on the roads with trucks and buses and cars. We should not be seeing this for sale. You know, that's just useless. And I'm seeing it every week for the past 20 years. People buying substandard products because people don't want to pay for what a thing costs, but at the same time we shouldn't see this stuff coming onto the market at such shocking low quality. So we need to stop buying so cheap, but we also need the industry to stop producing so cheap. This is just going to end up in landfill. Someone's going to buy a brand new bike with good intentions and try and ride it and get a really bad impression of how riding a bike is. They're going to give up. They're going to keep driving their car for the next few years. The bike's going to sit in the garage for a few years and then get chucked in the rubbish dump. You know, this is terrible. This is soft. It's not going to work. Comparison, again, like I've got some the brake arms that came with it. This one is the cheap department store brake, the bicycle shaped object brake. One side of the brake. This brake arm is made of sheet metal and plastic. Some really low grade spring steel wire for the actuation spring. And this is what the good basic kind of one looks like. We see nice thick stiff aluminium, cast aluminium, and this one's even got an aluminium spring retainer. These are the kind of things to watch out for. Cheap and dodgy, basically works pretty well. Cheap, good. Those are two of the things to watch out for.